The value of data is that you can look at it. I mean, you know, the general value that I see most IT organizations place on data is I can effectively store it and I can recall it when I need it. And I see so much focusing on, you know, enterprise storage and, you know, being able to make sure that my repository is safe. What about the whole mining aspect of it? I remember commenting years ago that Sarbanes-Oxley, as much of a burden it was on any corporate infrastructure, was also this huge opportunity because it gave you the ability to have all your financial data in a format, in a place that everyone knew about, and that was just ripe for mining. That's an opportunity to look, and it's not necessarily that, you know, we need to go assign someone to go look at the data and come back and give us results, because I guarantee you we're going to get very predictable results. Whatever you assign the person to do, they're going to come back with the result that you want. And that's an error that I see a lot in the, you know, in the upper levels of a company, is focusing people on tell me what I already know. Instead, I think what you say is the data is there, it's available, with certain protections, obviously. I can make that data available. Again, I have to create a habitual change in my management organization to then say, I'm willing to let people look at that data, come to conclusions about that data, and tell me what their conclusions are. And I have to do it in such a way that even when I don't want to hear that conclusion, I can still encourage them to continue to go look until they can come back and give me answers that are really going to change the way my company operates. But it's having the data available in the first place and letting people actually go, you know, look at that, that's going to create the success. It's this huge pace of change of technology that's going to force us all onto, you know, a wave that we're going to have to surf. And, you know, occasionally we're going to have to fall in and not drown. And that's really where, you know, where it comes back to the data of, well, okay, if I've got all this around me, how do I really make sure that I can understand as much of it as possible? I'll never understand all of it, and all the methodologies I put into trying to understand this particular piece are going to be useless a year or two later as I go 2 to 3 orders of magnitude of the amount of data that I've got to then parse. So it's not only being willing to go look at the data and being willing to adapt to the data, but really being able to adapt your methodologies for looking at it as well. Again, let people look at it and they'll find that path.